is up to you. There is nothing legally involved in this style or whatever, except we can say that for men to wear women's sandals is haram. For women to wear men's sandals is haram. A woman came into the house of Aisha wearing her husband's sandals, and Aisha stopped her and said, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ cursed mannish women. So there is a legal part. Prophet ﷺ said that Allah's curse is on the man who dresses like a woman and the woman who dresses like a man. So there is a legal aspect in sandals. Don't wear sandals which are typically women's sandals. Furthermore, Prophet ﷺ said that when you put on your sandals, you should put on your right foot first. And when you take off your sandals, you should take off your left foot first. And if the strap on your sandal breaks, either take off both sandals or fix it, but do not walk with one sandal on and one sandal off. These are the instructions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. In this regard, that has a legal aspect. He gave instructions. Do this, don't do this, do that. But his choice, as I said initially, in terms of what sandal we wear, that's up to you. Now, some people feel and question, why should it matter which sandal will you put on first? What is this picayune kind of, is Islam that picky that it matters you put on your right sandal first? What if you jumped into your sandals with both feet same time? A question, why? Why is this right, left? The point is, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ instructed us to do this, to develop in us a sense of awareness of our actions, that we are conscious of what we are doing. Purpose is put into each and every action to separate us from the animals who just do things out of instinct, do things without thought and reflection. So he said, put on your right foot first and take off your left foot first. Also, in putting on your right foot first and taking off your left foot first, we are favoring the right over the left. And in doing so, there is a subtle reminder for us on the day of judgment. We receive our book of good deeds, if we're going to paradise, where? In the right hand. And we receive our book of evil deeds, if we're going to hell, where? In the left hand, behind our backs. Okay, so in favoring the right over the left, there is a subtle reminder for us to choose the right thing so that we will receive our book of deeds in the right hand. It reminds us of Yawm al-Qiyamah. So there is reason behind this. Besides the fact that in doing so, it also trains us in obedience to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's instructions. Now this is a small thing, but the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not scorn any good deed. No matter how small it may seem to you, do not scorn it. What's the big deal? No. Because you are not able to do the big deeds consistently unless you establish the small deeds consistently. If you can't do those small deeds, then for sure you're not going to be able to do the big ones. Or you might do the big ones in a rush 1 day or 2 days, but you can't keep it going. But when you establish that foundation, that conscious foundation of doing what the Prophet ﷺ showed us to do. So, for example, something which didn't exist in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, wearing your watch. It has been pointed out that the sunnah of the kuffar is to wear their watch on their left hand. That is the sunnah of the kuffar. The Prophet ﷺ, he favored the right over the left. This is how it's described. Whenever he's doing something which is there's honor in it, he used to put it on the right. He wore his ring on the right. He put on his shoes, right foot first. He put on his clothes, right side first, the right. So in wearing the watch on the right hand, we distinguish ourselves from the kuffar on one hand. Right? This is important. And we follow the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ on the other hand by favoring the right. So, we approach. This is some things, people, you never stop to think about this, right? But this is how we should approach all of the things that we do. What was the sunnah? What was the preference of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in these things? And the instructions in that direction.